So, how long is the Miami real estate market going to remain hot? It's one of the questions I get asked over and over and over again. So, I want to give you my perspective on things. And for those of you that don't know, I used to be an analyst for a hedge fund company in New York. I was in Miami, but I was an analyst for a hedge fund company on the Miami-Dade County real estate market. And I did that for a few years. I have a degree in finance. I'm telling you this just to give you hopefully the value of what I guess, my guesses are for the future. And of course, I can't guarantee it, but basically being an agent on the ground and seeing how things are going daily with our team, my friends, and just seeing data and everything else, we sort of get a better idea of what's going on prior to you reading it in the news. And I wanted to share that with you. And for those of you that have been following my hair transplant journey, tomorrow will be week number 4. I'm in the ugly duckling stage. So the graphs that they put 3,300 graphs. Basically, the journey is within a month, a little bit longer than that, they all fall out. And within about 3 or 4 months, the new hair cycle comes, and then you start seeing growth. So it'll be interesting for those of you that watch my videos to see my hair change. So I'm gonna always do this for now so you could see. And for those of you that aren't interested in my hair transplant journey, I apologize for that. Anyways, back to the reason why most of you are here. So what's going on now with real estate is it's very localized. So if someone ever asked me like, how's real estate in Miami? How's the housing market in real estate in Miami? It's very, very localized, meaning there's not just like an average thing that we can say because every area is very different from other areas. There are many that are similar and there are many that are different. So I break it down in different ways. So typically I look at like luxury market, like mid market, and then lower priced market. So like when I say lower priced market, I'd say like maybe like 350 or 400 or less. And then if I say below luxury, it would be maybe like 400,000 to like a million, and then a million plus, and then maybe ultra luxury would probably be, I don't know, maybe like 15 million or more. In the past, we would look at like condos compared to single family homes, the market, and it used to be much different. So, with that said, and I'm gonna have a link and I'm gonna also share my screen to a report that I did that gave a lot more data on the market from August of this year compared to August of last year. So you can get a little bit more perspective on what I'm saying besides just my thoughts and ideas. So I'm going to start off with saying this. I think that the regular real estate market, not luxury, like the mid market, below a million, probably like 800,000 or less, till like the lowest priced homes, whether it's a condo or single family home. My best guess would be in probably like 4 to 6 months. I think there's going to be not a huge slowdown, but there's definitely going to be a change that will be noticeable for consumers, meaning buyers, sellers are going to notice a difference. What we've seen already, so this year so far, our team has done 63 transactions. We have a very small team, and I'm looking at those transactions and from everything else that I hear from other agents in South Florida, in Miami, that I speak to regularly. And I speak to a lot of them. So typically, I'll give you an example. So, say within that price range that I spoke about, whether it's single family home or condos. Say back when it was the busiest, which was recently, we had 10 offers. So this maybe like a couple months ago, where we had 10 offers on a property. Out of those 10 offers, we would probably have like maybe 5 or 6 that were cash, and you'd have maybe a few that were financed with a big down payment, and then a few financed with a smaller to low down payment. Okay, so that example, 10 offers with about 5 or 6 cash and probably 2 or 3 other like really strong finance offers with big down payments, and then the rest not as good. If I look at that to today, instead of those 10 offers, we're getting probably 5 or 6 offers. And out of those 5 or 6 offers, we're getting maybe 1 or 2 cash. And out of those, the rest that are finance, the rest maybe there's one with a good down payment or maybe none with a good down payment. So we're seeing worse quality offers, less cash, and lowered finance down payments. So with that said, that's a natural progression. The best buyers are have already bought or either got out of the market or are just not, or whatever. They're doing something with their money. So that's the reason why I see the market slowing down. You know, the market is much different than it was in the past because the people that are moving most to Miami aren't from foreign countries, they're from the US. And the people that are moving most to Miami are from Chicago, New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, the Bay Area. Like these are very wealthy people that are moving to Miami to save on taxes. So, with that said, the luxury market, I think, will be doing well a little bit longer than the lower priced market. So if I had to guess, I think that market will probably slow down in like maybe 6 months or 8 months. Again, not a huge slowdown, not a bubble bursting, but basically, a buyer is going to have more properties to choose from. There are going to be less multiple offers. There are going to be less quality finance offer, meaning lower down payments. People are going to be able to, buyers, again, this is my guess, excuse me, is that buyers will have a bigger selection. They'll be able to be a little bit more flexible with some of their contingencies, with their inspection or appraisal contingencies. That's what I think. The ultra luxury market, I don't know. That's my best guess. I don't know how well that's going to do in the future. I think it's still going to do really well for a long time because properties that are very expensive are properties that a person doesn't have to buy. They want to buy them, and a lot of times it depends what's on the market. If there's a bunch of properties that are very very different, that's an ultra luxury buyer usually wants differentiation. They want something that is not cookie cutter. They want something like when a developer develops like these high end properties, they need to, when they build one of these, they're looking for a differentiator when they build that property. Whether it's this super amazing pool, a really really cool, trying to think what else could be really cool in a home. Maybe the outdoor kitchen is incredible, or whatever it is, some sort of differentiation factor that would make that ultra luxury buyer want to be proud of this property. So it depends what's on the market then. So depending on how unique properties we have in the future will probably determine the market, how well the market does for single family homes. For condos, I think it'll slow down sooner than the single family homes because condos are still cookie cutter. And even though like our team, Jade rented a condo for 80,000 a month, those are still cookie cutter properties. Even though they're nice and there are different things about them, they're still way more cookie cutter than a single family home on the water or even in Pinecrest. Even though it's ultra luxury in Pinecrest, you know, when I say like luxury or ultra luxury, I say like I'm thinking percentages of how many properties are not as nice as this. So ultra luxury maybe is like the top 5% of all the properties. It depends on the market. So like in Pinecrest, an ultra luxury property would probably be like 6 million or more. And right now, properties that are 7, 8, close to $9 million are selling really quickly. A friend of mine had a property that was 7 million in Pinecrest. For those of you that don't know Pinecrest, Pinecrest is like a suburban area in Miami. It's like south. We're probably like, I would say like 20, 25 minutes from the airport. If that person in Pinecrest has, a McLaren, maybe it's 10 or 15 minutes away, depending on who's driving. But we're probably like 30 minutes from South Beach. And so properties in Pinecrest are typically like 3/4 of an acre to an acre, great schools, and properties are, you know, 4,000 square feet to probably like 10,000 square feet. And there's a lot of new construction there. This is where we live. Our home isn't close to one of these that I'm talking about. But with that said, my friend had a property that was $7 million, which would definitely be considered ultra luxury, and it sold in a week. So we still have that with the single family homes. So the areas that you have more end users where people are moving here to make this their homesteaded property, a property where they're going to raise their family or live in, will do much better than the properties that people are buying to rent out. So, anyways, a lot of stuff about that. I'm going to share my screen with you. Um, if you haven't checked out my YouTube page, and if you're on YouTube and you're watching this and you're saying, like, what do you mean I'm on your YouTube page? A lot of people watch these videos in different platforms. Some of them are on podcasts. We do podcasts. We've probably done close to 100 podcasts for many years now, and not all the content is the same. We share different things on different platforms, and although some of the content is the same, we definitely have different things on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and other things. But so on this video, if you see me looking up, I have an August 2021 Miami real estate market data analysis and just different things, and basically telling you if you should buy or you shouldn't buy depending on what category you fit in. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you like our content. Obviously, if you don't like our content, don't subscribe and don't hit that notification bell, because we do a lot of videos. But if you do, or you think there's someone else that can benefit from our content, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll get our videos as soon as they come on the market. And if anything, if you don't like our content, at least you could see my hair transplant journey, and maybe that's something you'll be interested in seeing. As I always say, thank you so much, so very, very much for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. And if there's anything we can ever do to help you, whether it's just some curiosity question you have about real estate, or it's about some other videos that we do. We do like we do a lot of blogs. So what we started doing um, is I picked out about 25 to 30 different areas in South Florida, meaning like Coral Gables, Coconut Grove, Kendall, South Beach, Miami Beach, and 25 or 30 different areas. And we're creating 6 blogs on each of them. We're this is going to be a process that'll take many months, and we're probably like 20% into it, 15 to 20% into it. And so what these blogs are, all these blogs are going to be so like I'll give an example. So for South Beach, it'll be like the first blog will be Explore South Beach. The next blog will be 5 things you may not know about South Beach. The next blog will be 5 things to do in South Beach. The next thing will be 5 great restaurants to eat at in South Beach. The next thing will be 5 places to eat dessert in South Beach. And number 6 will be a combination of everything. Um, and so if you want to read those, go to our website or you could contact us. And like I said, whatever questions you have, whether you want to use us to help find a home for you or sell your home, or you just are curious about something, we'd always be happy to help you regardless, if you ever do business with us or not. You can find us on allinmiami.com. That's allinmiami.com. And that's the reason um, our website is called that, is because we're all in on making your next move a reality. We're all in on everything because we never ever forget just how many people's lives are affected with your move. So thanks so much for watching. And if there's ever anything we can do, we'd be happy to help. Thanks so much. Take care. Stay safe. Love you guys. All the best.